Well, hello there, and welcome to another one of these.
Oh yeah, hello there, and yeah, go on, you go on, whatever.
Do you want me to go on? Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
Just
yeah,
fuck.
you know the deal. We're going to be talking about the what's it called? 10th episode of the Bad Batch, and we're joined here today with Art by AK, Iron Inquisitor, as well as Sci-Fi and Shane.
And
Hello.
how dare you start off with spoiler artwork?
Exactly. I mean, we'll have to spoil the episode right now in the beginning, so bitch all you want.
I don't think there's anything to spoil in this episode. There we go. Though.
You know what, AK?
No.
How dare you make a Republic Commando inspired artwork? How dare you?
How dare
Seriously,
it's treason.
just so uncreative. Even though that was the exact point, but you're just so uncreative for doing it.
Ever
Disgusting.
heard of paying homage, people?
I mean,
Disgusting.
everybody has to start from somewhere, you know. So if Lucasfilm is hiring for this concept art or something, I'm always there. So if they like it, they can take it.
Yeah, some good stuff.
Yeah,
By
it
the
is
way,
kind
you
of
can check out his
standard
art. The link is in the description below. He did a
Like it
video.
always is.
Yeah. Also, just so you know, guys, we can talk about anything here. It doesn't specifically have to be, you know.
Yeah, it
Bad
doesn't specifically have to be the Bad Batch. I mean, the episode was okay, but it's pretty much the definition of a spoiler. Not a spoiler, fuck. It's a definition
Batch.
of
No,
a
everything is a
filler.
spoiler. This live stream is a spoiler, and how dare you?
We can talk
Nah,
about
bro, I
anything. Good, because my diet change has been killing me. And
How? Why?
no,
Not seriously. Fire away.
it's all sorts of portion control and incredibly super stupid clean eating. Like, oh my goodness. And I'm a 270-pound fella.
How many
much is that in
kilograms is that?
kilograms?
That dang you foreigners.
No, damn you
Wait,
foreigners.
let me Google that.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see how much that is. Honestly, I have no idea. Is it around 100 kilos?
It
Something
is
like
122 and 0.47 kilos.
Nah, you're getting there.
You're nice.
that. And I thought I had a lot because I'm on 92 now.
Oh, good job. Good
I
for you.
actually
you.
dropped
You're
3
good, you're
kilograms this week.
I actually got like 15 kilograms in last 2.5 months. I let myself go, like really let myself go. But I mean,
Yeah,
I'm tall,
very
so I don't give a crap. I'm like 6'1".
It's very interesting that we're throwing these numbers in regards to kilograms and pounds, and the other side knows nothing about it. Like when you say 200 pounds, I have no idea how much that is.
Sure.
And you probably don't know how much when I say 90 kilos is.
That's exactly it.
I can use Google. That's fine. I can use Google.
Oh wait, what new trailer?
Oh, there's a Star Wars Vision or something like that. Someone's saying in the comments.
What is that?
What is that?
I have no idea.
You have
I'm
no
curious
idea.
now.
I'm hearing about that the first time. Yo, the Price is Right review. Thank you for the $2, man. And happy 4th of July early.
Don't go
Oh
to
yeah,
crazy
tomorrow's the
trailers.
4th.
Yeah. To everybody from the US, happy 4th of July.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
actually,
so-
it's actually the 4th right now for us. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, we're early.
It's almost 1 a.m. So
Yeah. All right. Do you wanna start off with the episode? Fire that thing
no.
up. and
Let's
go
just
through it.
briefly check out what the Star Wars Visions thing is. Want to do that,
Yeah,
maybe?
sure.
Star Wars
Yeah,
Vision.
but
Hold on.
yeah, dude,
Go ahead and
let's.
Google that.
It looks like a
Oh.
Star Wars, and I'm pretty sure this is a Star Wars anime.
Oh,
Oh, I
Oh,
remember.
let's
Yeah, I've heard about
just-
the anime, but I
yeah, I see that.
Yo, look, just turn off the sound and don't share the image right now because the copyrights.
You think?
It
Yeah,
looks.
I mean, you remember the last time, like the stream, like episode 2 or 3, when
Yeah.
we
I
had
know.
like full seconds.
Do you guys want to do a reaction thing? Want to watch it or just skip through it or whatever, or just skip it
I mean,
entirely?
let's just watch it. It's like
Yeah, let's
3
look at
minutes. Let's
Yeah,
look
And
at
we'll
it
get onto the Bad Batch.
off the camera.
the-
Yeah.
The thing
How-
is, like, since it's a trailer, you can't really play it. You know, it's not
Yeah,
gonna
I know.
slag you or
Let's
anything.
just mute each other like for 3 minutes. Watch
You
it,
know,
or
it's
just fast forward and then come back.
it's actually most of the time the trailers Lucasfilm released weren't copyrighted at all. I remember Force Awakens, Rogue One, and everything. They were never copyrighted.
And it's short enough of a trailer to where we can get through it pretty quick.
Yeah, I guess we could.
Yeah,
gonna play it,
why
Luke?
not? Who cares?
Sweet, let's do it.
I'm gonna go and find it and share screen. Why not?
All right, cool. Do it.
Do it. Do it now, Lord Vader. Strike him down with all your hate.
God damn, you should try to
Okay.
go for a voice actor.
You are fulfilling your destiny.
No, my voice is just deep today after
I have
all
a
the
cold
recording
one.
I did. Yeah, well, did you find it, Luke?
Yep, I'm gonna just add it here and see how it goes or whatever. Although I'm not
Alright.
really an anime fan, to tell you the truth.
Really?
Yeah, especially when you say Star Wars anime, I'm like, nah.
I'm
Doesn't
down for it.
excite
I
me
want
at
to see
all.
what it looks like.
I was saying because I've watched anime.
Yeah, I did it before.
Just give me a sec. Just gonna.
I'm
I'm doing it right now, actually.
Anime is actually a huge thing over here in the States.
That's pretty cool. I like it. If it
Yeah,
has a good
manga
story,
I
is
mean,
then
there are
I'm
like
for it.
two of them,
too.
like Dragon Ball, Naruto, and like what's the One Piece.
Uh-huh.
I mean, those three are huge everywhere. So
And then My Hero Academia is getting pretty big too.
All
I
right,
didn't
let's
watch
keep
any of them
talking
like
over
for years.
I don't know how you guys are gonna hear the sound, so maybe I should just turn it off or whatever.
It's up to you.
Use subtitles.
Yeah, why not? Okay, let's see how it goes.
Dramatic percussive music.
All right. Let's see what's popping here.
Star Wars Visions is going to be an exciting anime anthology series coming to Disney Plus in September.
Did he say anime?
Fire.
He did
Yes.
say anime.
Anime.
And then Japanese animation inspired. God damn, make up your mind.
A lot of the people at Lucasfilm over the years, we loved the idea of seeing Star Wars expressed in that way.
Each one of these studios that we approached, we found hardcore Star Wars fans. They all had a story they wanted to tell.
What they just said is what they say for every single thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what else are they gonna say?
Exactly.
The thing is, I've come to this point that I just don't give a shit anymore. It's the same thing every time. Nothing new. I mean, not the anime. I'm not talking about that. But what they have to say about it, it's always the same. At least I feel about it that way. I don't know about you.
初めてスター・ウォーズの企画って言って
I kind of lagged out a bit there. There we go. It's back.
なんかこのような夢のようなことができるのかなっていうふうにちょっと思いましたね。
いやもうついに来たなと。もう待ってました。その時の提案の内容が、これスター・ウォーズでこれやっていいのかっていうなんか面白いものだったんで。We were looking for something from the heart and soul of the individual creators. They are their visions through the lens of Star Wars.
Hey, look, a green lightsaber. What do you know?
So many genres at play. Big and bold, romantic and sweeping, funny, comedic.
で、この作品独自の、ところスタイルとして。
This is a film.
This is a film?
A
Really? Didn't know
rock
that.
opera style film.
I thought at the beginning they said it was an anthology style series.
I
Yeah,
mean, the
for
last
sure.
time they did something like this for a Western thing, it was Batman Samurai something. That movie was not for most of the people. The story was
Oh.
way too weak.
The one where it's Batman and the Joker, but they're in feudal Japan.
Yeah.
That was cool. It was really stupid.
I mean,
It
the
was
idea
cool.
was nice, but the story was just too weak. It didn't go too well.
ということで、
日本の山岳文化みたいなことをしっかり描けたらな。国境の負担がどうこれがどうなるのかというのが基本的な設定ですね。
ナイトセーバーって子供の夢が詰まったガジェットだと思うんですよね。で、それをさらに今回僕はもうちょっと和のテイストみたいなもの。
Reminds me of the Ram Koda lightsaber.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It kinda
he
does,
kind of
yeah.
has. Yeah, he kind of has that thing going on with his saber, and plus it's green, which is always cool.
He even has that type of hairstyle as a samurai or something like that.
Yes. Pretty much his whole look is based on that, which I
Mm.
really like. Just suits him perfectly.
Agreed.
To have some retro vintage feeling, we couldn't skip the Astro Boy influence people of Astro Boy.
どちらかといえば自分
That looks like a Pokemon.
象徴的な意味を、まあ、さっき言ったように、まあ、人間の姿をしてない。
What?
And here, here goes the deviant art.
That's what it looks
for
A furry.
We got a furry.
No.
You know,
Oh no.
because the Japanese are working on it, I think it has some hopes, but to me, nothing I've seen so far feels like it's Star Wars at all.
You know, I can't say anything until I actually see
Let's
some.
see it.
Agreed. I have
Yeah.
to see something.
This is
Literally.
all. Yeah, exactly. This is all
This is
images.
like concept
You can't
art.
really tell
Like
anything from
concept
here.
art.
Yes.
And is this actually going to be like canon?
Yeah, it definitely is. Probably that's what they.
Definitely, probably. What does that mean?
Yeah,
Most likely.
most likely. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they said nothing about the era it's in or where it's based at. Or maybe
Yeah,
it's
I've
just
noticed that too. Maybe they say that in the end. Let's see.
maybe it's like Star Wars detours. And
I
that
like how
type-
every single lightsaber we've seen is either red or green.
And it's a samurai sword.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
actually
that's so
looks awesome.
cool. Kind of giving me dark saber vibes the way it's shaped.
Uh-huh.
Are they really gonna have like a dark saber shaped lightsaber, like a regular thing in the series, or what?
Well, I mean, if
Bill?
you look at the Jedi's lightsaber, his is perfectly fine. So maybe this is like a special saber. You know?
I mean, this is the only shot so far that I've seen that actually looks like the finished animation because the rest of it looks like concept art.
You know what they
Uh-huh.
might actually do now when I think of it? You know how they did the thin lightsabers for Star Wars Rebels in order for it to be reminiscent of the original trilogy, specifically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
this is technically in universe going to be regarded as a regular lightsaber, but it's only done in this style.
Oh,
if you
I
know
see.
what I
Like
mean.
for the series specifically, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but
well,
yeah.
you-
Go on.
You know, a big reason that they're probably doing this is because old pal George, old Papa George, heavily used Japanese inspired themes.
Not
Right.
just George, Filoni as well.
Right.
Mhm.
And Favreau in the Mandalorian's second season, especially. So if we get this, I would not be surprised if we see some kind of synonymous Western style show in the future.
You know what can actually be as well here? They can actually pull some of the original concept art from Ronald McCurry that he did way back in the day for like Samurai style Vader.
Yeah.
That'd be, I mean, think of it with like what we already have from a Western styles perspective. What if it was like some Dust Bowl planet like Tatooine, and you see like Cad Bane posted up on a wall somewhere, and they have a shootout, and it's just like that shit, like but a
do
whole
you know
show
what-
of it.
Do we know what?
Although isn't the Mandalorian kind of Western style? It felt like that to me.
Sort of, yeah.
It is, but it's
I would say this is actually like Filoni doing Avatar again. I mean, if he was doing this again in the style of Avatar, that was an amazing show. The Last
Yep.
Airbender.
yeah.
You can watch that.
I'm taking the idea of this Western thing that they're probably not doing, and this Japanese thing that they are doing, and
Mhm.
thinking that they're sitting in a boardroom going, all right, well, what if we took one of these major themes, one of these major concepts that we use to color the story of Star Wars and really focus on it, right? Because in the Mandalorian, they take inspirations from Westerns and old Japanese movies and this, that, or the other, but they never really dial in too heavily on one inspiration.
I mean, it has potential, and I actually like that about it.
You know what feels like this in a way? In the EU, when you had the the first Jedi, how do you say it?
Oh yeah,
Jedi
from
Order.
Dawn
Yeah,
of
and
the
the Sith,
Jedi.
when they actually just fought with the regular.
Yeah,
sword.
when they actually had like force imbued swords.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the images of that? That literally
Yeah.
looked like a Japanese style.
Yeah,
That.
I do.
So,
Yeah, I guess that's where they're going with this. Because I mean, like, let's be honest, you haven't seen the Sith lightsaber like turned off, so you don't know what it looks like from underneath. Maybe it's just like, maybe it's just a saber, and then it's hot all around, and then that makes it red.
It would be really cool if this show was set, say, back in some of the earliest eras of the Jedi and
Like the
Sith.
beginning, the
Pre-Old
beginning.
Republic era, huh?
Right, because they had like actual metal swords imbued with
And
force.
spears, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then later
It's
on,
amazing.
they had the power pack.
Yeah, the proto
on their
saber.
belts,
Proto saber.
the
Proto
cable.
saber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, we don't really get any stories from like super old and like pre-Republic era, right? What if this is one of those kind of stories? That'd be really cool.
That would actually be amazing.
I'd be totally down for that because
When it comes to Disney,
that.
I'm fine with them doing anything but just avoiding the Old Republic era.
Because they'll mess it up.
Yeah, because I care about that era and I wouldn't want to see it go to shit. But I'm fine with them doing, let's say, if this is like 20,000 BBY or whatever, why not?
Sure.
And if the Japanese are doing it, I have more faith in their work than Lucasfilms and Disney's.
I do have faith in Japan. They gave me my PlayStation.
Okay, well, let's move on.
Yeah, let's go.
みたいな時代劇を作りたい。まあさ、まだワンが未知の敵みたいなのに遭遇するっていう。
That's a pretty cool ship.
本当に最後はスター・ウォーズあれば、まあ本だったなとは思います。
I think we're gonna have a lightsaber dagger or something like that.
Yeah, I
That'd
saw
be
that.
amazing.
Oh,
That is pretty cool design overall.
I mean, it might be a shadow,
Uh-huh.
Although, do you guys remember the Family Guy lightsaber cheese cutter? That's what it feels like, kind of. Also, why do the let's say dark side users have the how would I call it?
Yeah, the pointy end.
Yeah, it's all the dark side we've seen so far. The curved hill.
Yes,
Or, I mean,
yes.
the curved
Yes.
blade.
Good guy round, bad guy pointy.
Yeah.
I guess just making it red wasn't enough.
Maybe they're doing like the old style legends when they actually had to make their own crystal, synthetic crystal. It's different animation and everything, and that's like the first prototype of the Sith saber. Before they started building their crystals.
I think this is gonna be like a Dragon Ball Z Star Wars series.
Find out next time.
This guy
I'll
really
see.
reminds me of the old pervert. Like,
Yeah, he really does.
Oh, Roshi?
Dark side version of Roshi.
Yeah.
本当に最後はスター・ウォーズあれば、まあ本だったなとは思います。
What is this anime Keanu Reeves?
So fortunate to be working with these filmmakers. There are so many opportunities.
What is that, a TIE fighter in the back?
Oh no.
working
Where?
with these filmmakers.
Just a bit forward? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, so there's TIE fighters. Two of the good guys are arguing. A furry's trying to intervene, and a floating soccer ball droid is recording it.
Maybe it's Brass Hera.
If this is during the Imperial era or whatever, like, why can't they ever move away from that? I mean, High Republic is something else. It's trash.
Nostalgia. Nostalgia, like the original trilogy sells the best.
Yeah, I'm sick of the original trilogy, honestly. Too much spamming it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many opportunities to reflect Japanese
Was that supposed to be Boba?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it is.
storytelling
Mhm.
in these Star Wars universe.
I just don't see how this fits into the original trilogy, but okay.
Doesn't feel like
I
it.
think
honestly.
they should have just done a different era.
Dawn of the Jedi would have
Exactly.
been great.
Yeah. Like even pre, what's it called? Pre High Republic. That's what they should have done in this era.
Pre-Old Republic,
Yeah.
like the Dawn of the Jedi stuff. Actually, that's still the Old Republic, because technically the Old Republic in the EU is like before 25,083 BBY, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just too bad that they
Something like
did
that.
the original trilogy again.
Yeah, too much.
Maybe it's cross-era. Like going from the
Maybe.
start to the.
I don't know what crosshair is supposed to mean, honestly.
Like maybe they start at the beginning of the Jedi and end up like post episode 9.
Yeah, but the TIE fighter.
Yeah, like
What if
they're
it's
going-
in the future?
That can actually work. No.
Actually, if it was in the future, I would find that much more interesting than if it was during something we've already seen, some era, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if it was after the garbage sequels, I'd be fine with that, because I just don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah,
It would
definitely,
take
man.
it would take a lot of explaining, because the technological advancements of the galaxy would have to go through a huge regress, because all of the shots that we're seeing, the designs and everything don't look more advanced than the sequels.
I mean, they did the same thing with the original trilogy and prequels. You have the feeling like prequels have way better technology than the Republic has better tech than Empire. You have that feeling when you watch the show.
No, it just looks more smooth, you know? Like, when you look at the original trilogy and compare the Imperial corridors to Caminos, Caminos look more futuristic, you know, and advanced.
And the Empire doesn't like color for some reason.
Not just that. The biggest problem I have, like with one of the Clone Wars episodes, is when Obi-Wan goes undercover. You know, when he shaves off his beard, gets that spider droid, change his voice, change his face and everything. Why couldn't they do that same thing for Vader? Like later on, when he was
It's
burned.
probably not long term.
I know, but still, I mean, those are like some things like you think if they had that technology back then, where is it right now?
Yeah, but Vader's supposed to be in the mask and intimidating and everything, you know?
The sad existence of a great character.
Everything else in Star Wars storytelling, audiences will fall in love with it.
I don't like how heavily they focus on that bunny. Okay, so these are all the episode titles. Okay.
Okay.
You know, I can already tell that
September,
Jedi Knight
wow.
is going to have a nerdgasm over this for some reason.
I feel like it's going to be fun, but it's not something that we're going to want to see more of.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna be one of those things. You know, I like from what I saw right now, there's some pretty cool designs, but then again, at the same time, there's some pretty bad ones. So I like I'm,
Yeah, the
not
furry
until
is
I'm not
really-
gonna say anything until I see it.
Like, let's not judge the book by its cover.
Yeah. And as Sci-Fi and Shane said, like I think it's gonna be fun to watch.
I just hope they utilize it really well, because if you think about Starkiller Base, if they had made Starkiller Base like their penultimate, like third movie in the trilogy obstacle, and all along the way they were I don't
Maybe
know,
trying
maybe-
to find out what it is or something.
yeah, and if it was more than just a planet-sized Death Star that could destroy multiple worlds, if it was also like, I don't know, this enormous cloning facility, or this is where Snoke practiced all these dark side rituals, or this, I mean, you're dealing with a whole planet. Use it.
Oh, man, yeah,
It was actually a planet for kyber crystals before.
Man.
In the Clone Wars, it was actually a planet for kyber crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So
shall we get to Bad Batch?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Fun that you mentioned Hondo. Task Force Mando because I can't stop listening to this guy who does Star Wars sea shanties. Don't remember his name, but just look up Star Wars sea shanties and you'll find him. And there's a Honda Onaka one, and it's one of my favorites.
Oh man, I need to see that.
Yeah, Little Mongoose probably will be canon.
Doesn't have to be to you though.
No, but at the same time, I don't think we should be scared if it is, because it's a galaxy. It's a galaxy full of adventures, and we can literally explore them
Like the
till the end of
story
time.
starts. Galaxy far, far away a long time ago.
You know, if it was part of the EU, I'd be worried. But since it's Disney canon, I honestly just don't care. So yeah, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Who knows?
But you like Rebels. That's weird to me.
Rebels? Oh yeah, I do.
I like Rebels too.
Traitors.
No.
I mean,
No,
it had
seriously,
potential. It was a good show till the end, but beginning
Because-
season one was goddamn. Like
In regards to the story, the
too
war, it was
kid-friendly.
good.
It was just too kid friendly in the season one. In season two, season 3 and 4, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a bit of getting used to, but you know, after a couple of episodes, you just kind of get used to it, and then you know,
You get dragged into it.
it just holds you till the end.
I don't know what I hated more, the fact that they made everything revolve around this whiny snot-nosed little kid, or it's the same reason I hated the Steven Universe show. The premise of the show is good. Take out the kid and it's great.
I never watched it.
That
I've only seen some of it.
and the animation. My God, I can't stand the animation
I actually like the animation of Rebels.
of
But
Rebels.
it's not, yeah, but it's not even close to Bad Batch or Clone Wars. So like,
Everything is so it feels like I'm watching VeggieTales. Everything is so round and smooth. I don't feel dimensions. I don't feel edges or like color matters.
One thing I gotta
Honestly-
say is I actually prefer the Grand Inquisitor over TCW Grievous.
What?
what?
Yep. To me, he was more
Get out.
threatening
Get
than
out.
TCW Grievous.
Let's be fair. I mean, I love Grievous. I'm fine with him. He could have won a bit more. You know, he should have had a bit more victories in the Clone Wars. But the Inquisitor was badass, especially with Jason Isaacs' voice.
Yes.
Yes.
Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah, they just found the perfect guy to do the voice.
Oh yeah.
That was
Mhm.
beautiful.
And to me, he was
100%.
almost in a way like Thrawn with a lightsaber, like if Thrawn was a Sith or Dark Jedi. Because, oh yeah, I fought you. I saw your fighting style. This is the guy who trained you. Like that's scary.
Did you ever watch Clone Wars 2003?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course. I also grew up with that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you remember that, Grievous?
Yeah, that Grievous is terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't talk shit about me, man.
And the music that they had for his first intro, where he
amazing.
jumps in and starts mauling all those Jedi.
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun.
We don't want a copyright strike, so keep it down.
Yeah, they literally copyright everything that's like connected to the 2003 Clone Wars. It's like it's not
And
even funny.
they
dude.
didn't even do it like until like last year, I think.
Disney
Like,
tries
That's
to
when they started like
You
crazy.
literally play a clip of that Commander Fordo blasting droids for like 3 seconds, and they just copyright you.
they try and copyright everything. I heard that Disney tried to copyright Thor.
Wait,
Thor.
the fuck?
Yeah.
No, they
Really?
actually tried to copyright the word God, as far as I've heard,
Oh, that
What?
too. Yeah.
because they think that they own the Norse mythology gods
They
with
can't.
mythology.
They can't own that. It's part of the.
It's
human
part of
heritage
history,
and history.
and mythology.
Exactly.
But they actually they copyrighted someone's art, someone who made Norse mythology art like 10 years ago.
Like, just weird.
Well, they're also getting away with stealing Star Wars fan art.
I mean, some
And
of the things you can't, like Greek, Viking, Slavic, like those mythologies are gigantic. And they're here like for thousands of years.
Yeah, but they don't care because they're pieces of shit.
They've got to have more money.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm just gonna put the episode through, and
Hey,
you
we
guys.
finally got to the episode after half an hour of
30
talking
minutes
shit.
in. Talk about the Bad Batch.
Honestly, I don't have much to say about the episode, so you guys
Yeah, I
feel
mean,
free
this is
to.
literally a definition of a filler. So,
I
Yeah, we all
forgot
knew it was
about
going to be
already.
a filler.
I mean, it was enjoyable, but like, yeah.
Yo,
As I said, and I literally said it. I called it last stream. I said that it was going to be filler.
do you know what's actually cool? We finally got the first look at the moving camera in Star Wars, like the same design in like real life.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel much like a filler to me, though, which was great.
Oh,
Yeah, it was good as far as
Yeah, it was
fillers
really
go.
it was really enjoyable, and plus I really like the look of this planet. You know, it's
Yeah,
like one of
definitely.
those retirement worlds, just like Naboo or something.
It
And
looks like medieval
We
Europe.
already saw that planet in the Clone Wars. It's Raxus when Ahsoka goes to this. It's the separatist, let's say.
Homeworld, yeah.
capital.
The capital.
But we got an interior of Raxus. We didn't get to see all this beautiful stuff. Like this is the first time we're really seeing Raxus, like the capital city, as a city, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, we only
And
got
it looks amazing.
the Senate chamber, as far as I remember, and the nature. That's about it. And
Mhm.
you know, the Lux
But-
Bontari's home.
And walked from the ship to the building.
Yeah, I think this. It didn't feel too much like a filler, but it felt very short. Like every time the episode feels shorter. But I think this one had one of the most interesting beginnings, honestly, because for the first time, it's not the Bad Batch or something like that. Because it's already getting a bit boring to me, always seeing them. I really liked seeing the occupation of the Empire and that they started with that.
See, this show is doing what I wanted Rebels to do. This
In what
show
way?
is showing how the Empire is being oppressive, how they're occupying all these worlds. They're showing the consequence for leaders of those worlds who aren't falling in line. And you could come back and say, "Oh, well, what about Lothal?" Yeah, that's all we got. All we got was Lothal. All that show cared about was Lothal. We have a whole galaxy and then an empire oppressing it.
And
And
Lothal was just some
I mean, we
backwater
have it in
world.
comics.
you
We
just
have it
want
way more in comics than in the live action.
and they just want you to
animation.
care about that one planet. But this show, I mean, we're getting. I mean, look how beautiful this is.
Mhm.
This one shot holds up more than anything in that damn show.
Well, Ahsoka versus
I'd
Vader
actually
was
challenge
amazing.
that opinion.
Go ahead, because you'll lose. Because
You think?
everything
let's
in
see.
here.
Wait,
Let's
let
see.
me.
Okay.
Ahsoka versus Vader.
No,
Really?
I'll
God damn. Dude.
I'll take this over that. You know why? Look at every detail, every shadow, every color shading.
Yeah, but the emotional thing, like Ahsoka, where she came from, the beginning of Clone Wars, she was annoying as hell. To grow such an amazing character, and then to see her finally show off and fight Vader.
Okay, you know what? That's just Ahsoka, though. That has nothing to
Maul versus Obi-Wan.
okay. Both of those things can be completely live outside of the show of Rebels and
Gregor's
still
death.
make sense.
Gregor's death.
All of it could exist outside of the show
Thrawn.
of Rebels. Thrawn doesn't have anything to do with it. In the old EU. Okay, Thrawn was butchered by that show.
I mean,
Thrawn was made into such a lower class of villain by that show.
yeah, but over there we had books that actually spanned like for what 7 or 8 years that actually told Thrawn's story.
But Thrawn's story that was told to us was so much better than anything we got in Rebels.
Yeah, one of the
I
things I
think
like
that's
about
true.
Thrawn and Rebels is the voice actor they chose for him.
Oh,
That was
definitely.
Yeah, he did
pretty-
a pretty good job from what I
He was
remember.
a pretty good voice actor. But the Thrawn in the books blockaded Coruscant with invisible asteroids. This guy can't take over a planet, a
And he also
backwater
grabs
planet.
people and gets angry and crazy if you know art is insulted.
Yeah.
Do you remember
I
when he
can
did
relate. I can relate. Fuck up.
that?
I mean, old EU Thrawn almost took over the galaxy with like 6 ships, a whole bunch of stolen 200-year-old dreadnoughts, and some clones, and some cloaking technology. That was it. That was all he really needed. And he also made all of the other Imperial warlords subservient just by his genius. They all wanted to contribute to his cause, and most of them did.
It is true, but we actually had that amazing Thrawn. And this was like a soft reboot of that Thrawn.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to say it's true.
That's what I'm saying.
definitely true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That Thrawn makes this Thrawn look like an absolute bitch.
Yeah, but it's still amazing to get that legendary character back.
Yeah, but it's like Luke was saying. Like, I don't want them to do the character if they're just going to make it terrible. I don't want them to do the thing if they're just going to mess it up.
I actually agree that they could have done him better in regards to storytelling, but I don't know why. But I enjoyed the series for what it was, simply because of the overall story. And I'll tell you one thing: what I based my standards on in regards to Disney was don't screw it up, don't screw it up, just make it enjoyable and make it fit into Star Wars. That was basically my only criterion, when I judged the show and when I was watching it. And since I was watching it when it was coming out, I'll be honest. What made me love the show mostly was bringing back Clone Wars characters.
Definitely.
And continuing the story that was canceled. That's the part that got me the most, And honestly, I love the Vader stuff, of course, the Inquisitors, and the highlight of the show to me was the ending of Maul's story, which I thought was done perfectly. But
let me get this straight. Everything you loved about Rebels was something that came from outside of the show.
In a way, yes. And what I loved about it is it didn't.
I mean, the characters.
Then why have the show
so much? I mean, I have to argue with you about that. Characters. I hated season 1 when it first got out. I thought it was just too soft. There was no big space battles, no ground battles. It was like a low budget show. But with time, as the characters grew, I started actually enjoying it way more and more. And we actually got amazing characters out of that show. Kanan, amazing character.
Oh, I love Kanan.
Sabine, amazing character. Ezra, he was a cool whiny in season 1, but over the time he became an amazing character.
I wouldn't call him amazing, but I hated him at first, I'll be honest. Yeah. And he grew on me, which was a big deal.
He was just so annoying, dude, at first.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they had to get rid of the slingshot. That was the best thing they ever did.
Yes.
Honestly, the slingshot is a joke.
Yeah, that was a bit too much.
And also the singing droids was a huge joke as well in space.
Gosh.
Yeah, that was so annoying. I remember that. I actually watched that episode a couple days ago because I'm rewatching the Rebels show.
I think the main problem with with season 3 and 4 is too many fillers. That's my problem with it.
Actually, I didn't like Inquisitors that much in the show.
Well, the Inquisitors themselves, not so much.
I like the
Grand
old
Inquisitor was perfect.
I like the old Inquisitors from Legends. Like when they were taught like something combination between like Sith Apprentice and Emperor's Hand.
They shouldn't have killed the Grand Inquisitor. That was a mistake, honestly.
Yeah, he should have survived at least another season.
It was too easy, and they hyped up the character. And the design was great, and they got rid of him in season 1, which was a mistake.
The thing
I
is,
mean,
like,
it was a highlight of the season, definitely. That was the highlight of the season.
What they should have done was like get the other Inquisitors to fight first, and then get him in later. You know.
Oh yeah.
Well,
True.
it is
Yeah,
what
they
it is.
send the weak sauce ones to take them or
Yes,
try to capture
yes.
them, and when
I
they
mean,
get defeated,
exactly.
they send in the big guys.
Exactly.
I mean, Mal, who was old and broken, he came back like in season 2, right? He killed like 2 or 3 of them like they're nothing, and he was old and he didn't fight for years. And that just shows how powerful is the Sith apprentice. Not even a full ass Sith, just like a Sith apprentice who was betrayed by his own master and left to die.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's be fair. This animation style is simply 10 times better.
It
than the
is.
rest.
It is
Definitely.
indeed.
Superior.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you.
there are cops coming.
No, I think it's an obvious thing, I'd say. It's obviously better in animation style, and Rebels, with their, let's say, with their animation, really was a downgrade.
Yeah,
in
because
every
with
way.
Clone Wars, George Lucas pretty much gave them as much money as they needed right
They
out of his
actually
own
started-
pockets.
They actually started Clone Wars with like 2 million per episode. At the end, I heard like it was like close to 20 million per episode at the end of the show, like last season.
Really?
I don't
That
know.
much?
I don't know. Is it true? But I heard it's like that number.
Makes
because
sense if George
the-
was giving right out of pocket, you know.
The motion capture, the animation, the everything in the last.
Yeah, but they didn't do
was so
motion
perfect.
capture, I think.
They actually did for Mal and Ahsoka's fight.
Oh, but that's not George.
I know, but I'm talking like at the end of the show. The show started like 2 million per episode, like in the beginning of the beginnings. And then later on, it just grew and grew and grew. And I heard a rumor that was like 20 million per episode for like the last 4 episodes of the show.
To be fair, when the series started, it was probably the most advanced animation that there was for a TV show in general. And I
Yeah.
remember,
Well, 3D animation, yeah, but in 2D, not that much.
James Arnold Taylor talked about how advanced it was for the time. At least it was like a
That's
mini
true.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Anyway, let's move
But
on.
just take episode 1 of Clone Wars. You can see it like it looks a bit unfinished. I mean, it looks like I would say you can't call it concept art, but you can call it like a test animation for what the things they did later on.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
That is true.
I had no problem with it. Always felt good to me, honestly.
Yeah.
I've been noticing the kind of aliens that they use more often than not. And this show so far seems to have those goat people and Pantorans everywhere.
Yeah, Rhodians,
by the way,
Pantorans, Gotals, Twi'leks.
I'm
Which
sorry
one?
to butt in. Look at the guy with the beard over there in the background.
Yeah.
You see him?
Yeah.
I think he's a clone because there's like 5 or 6 of them in the crowd.
You think?
Yeah,
Skip and see.
I actually watched a video like an hour ago. There was like 5 or 6 of them like in the background.
Just gonna scroll through.
I want to know
And-
how that senator's monocle stays on.
You see, he's back here.
I think
as
it's
well.
projected because he's got a thing on his ear.
It's projected.
And there's the same
Yep.
guy again, but just blue skin.
That's
In the
actually true.
background.
Just you have one here on the left and the right.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Hmm.
And go on, you'll find more of them.
That's a good
Yeah,
eye.
but it works. It works simply. Like it's supposed to be like an illusion, nothing too
Yeah, definitely.
too much to think about. An easier way
Yeah.
for them to animate it.
It would
Because
cost
I'm pretty
so
sure
much
like
to make.
nobody looks at the background.
It's a chiss.
I like that guy's hat. I just want to say that.
Actually, it's a Pantoran, right?
Yeah, they're all
Really?
Pantorans.
I wish we get to see Thrawn in this animation style. That would be awesome.
Oh,
That's what it is.
yes.
Yeah.
Or Vader. Imagine Vader in this animation.
We already saw Vader actually
In this
at the end of
animation.
the Clone Wars. That's what it would look like here.
Yeah, but this is actually even better than the end of the Clone Wars animation.
Is it?
Actually- I think
It's
they
the same.
actually.
I think it's the same.
I heard no. I heard that they actually bumped it up a bit as well again.
See, to me, the animation in this show really outshines everything that's come before. Clone Wars, Rebels, you name it. Because I could look at this still and tell which direction the sun is pointing. I can tell where all the shadows are. I could, if I knew
reflections.
Just
like the reflections you can see in that droid's like eye visors, like reflections of things that are facing it.
Mm-hmm.
Every time Todd says something, it's
See, I don't know if Todd is genuinely agreeing when he does that, or he's
I
just
have
like,
no idea.
go
I
on,
am
little
agreeing.
idiot. Go on, little idiot. Say what you're saying. It's okay.
No, I'm agreeing.
Just he's the 16-year-old babysitter letting all the 3-year-olds run around with scissors and crayons. Like, go ahead. It's okay.
I mean, that's called childhood. One question. I have actually one question and a suggestion. Let's try to go a bit faster through the episode, so we can just talk about the episode as in whole. So let's just try to be a bit faster with it right now.
So yeah, he's trying to talk about Imperial law, but he's just like, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
You know what I like? I like that they already changed it. I mean, not already, but we see the ATTs, although they don't have the red color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like they painted everything else in like one day.
Although they on the side of their armor, like on the front side, both on the left and right, they should have a Republic symbol on it. Although they have nothing here, not even an Imperial one. Despite enjoying this series, I have a feeling like they're constantly, how would I say this, holding back with everything.
Yeah, I don't see anybody get shot
in some way. Like
not blast so much.
This era has so much potential, and this is honestly an episode like this. Despite it being fun, it's just a straight line. I don't know.
We need some action. We need so much.
We need some important war stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Like more action.
I want to see a Venator, for example. I want to see a Venator without the red on it, for example. Just small things like that, but more of it.
No. I would actually love to see what they did in comic books for Vader when they actually went to Mon Calamala and Tarkin ordered the bombardment of the planet. Or something.
I think they should look at the Dark Times comics. Dark Times
to show
comics.
Oh, those comics were dark as hell. To be honest, those things were dark as shit.
They need to take a read from those comics and simply take as much as they can and put it here.
It would fit in the era perfectly.
Yeah, there's definitely some quality stuff in there.
I wonder how much. I wonder how much separatist ideology that is not going to be considered separatist ideology anymore. It's going to be considered rebellion ideology is going to stem from previous separatist homeworlds or outposts or major population centers. Because
in the sense, it's like Cold War. It just changed the names. Separatists became the rebels, and the Republic became the Empire.
Because where does the senator go after the Batch boys rescue him? Does he go to Bail Organa? Does he go to Mon Mothma, Garmbel Iblis?
That's a good question.
He kind of reminds me of Garmbel Iblis,
Yeah,
just a little bit. Yeah,
just had a few more pies.
Do you guys find these white clone troopers boring already?
A bit, yeah.
You know what I wish they did was do like that look that they did in Force Unleashed, where it's kind of like a mix in between the periods. I would really like to see
like
that.
on Kashyyyk.
The ones in the Force Unleashed, weren't they like? Didn't they have like blue on them?
Vader's face did.
Yeah, Trident Squad. They wore blue on it, and they actually have a.
But are you talking about them or the Shadow Evil Troopers?
What are the Shadow Evil Troopers have to do with Phase 2 armor and?
No, because he said either blue. So.
Oh no, he meant the blue ones from Kashyyyk, Trident Squad.
Oh yeah.
And the thing is, The Force Unleashed has those two Stormtrooper variants in between the Phase 2 and the Stormtrooper, basically, which you see in The Force Unleashed on PSP, actually on console and on PC. You see different versions of it. And what I think they really missed, or they just don't care in this series about, is they should have kept the colored armor for at least a year and slowly changed it more and more and introduced a variant in between or something like that. I would have loved to see such details like that. And when we talked about the first episode, do you guys remember that? The Ineffable Abbott's battalion. Lore-wise, it makes sense that they're shinies, that they're in white armor. But I'm starting to think that they were just lazy. They didn't even know that it was a new battalion of hers, like a second one, because she lost the whole battalion before it. And I honestly think that they were lazy when it came to that, and accidentally it kind of went with the lore as if it's a new battalion, but I think that's the reason why they just gave us white clone.
As I remember, Grievous was responsible for wiping out the entire battalion, right?
I didn't hear you well, sorry.
I think Grievous was the one who actually wiped out her battalion.
Yeah, he was. But I don't think Lucasfilm knows that, especially since they retconned the whole event.
Yeah, the comics.
I don't know. I just see a lot of missed potential here for some reason, more and more as it goes.
Maybe it will go like Rebels. We'll get a soft season 1, just to test the waters, and then they will go crazy with season 2.
Well, I wish.
I'm just being a bit more critical of it. In this,
yeah, the thing is, like, as long as they pull off a good story, I'm all for it.
I mean, throughout all the episode, there wasn't such a bad story. I mean, all the episodes were actually interesting and fun. Maybe for a bigger picture, maybe not all of them, but as a standalone episodes, they were actually fun to watch.
Did you guys actually prefer Omega staying here instead of going with them?
I did.
Yeah, the B plot. I kind of.
I mean, it's nice for the character development. She can't go with him all the time.
And I like that we get, two things about her staying there. I like why, because Hunter has this overprotective big bro thing going on, which they kind of work through at the beginning and end of the episode. 2, we get to see more of Sid. We don't really know too much about her. She's just that standard like NPC that you get in your insert Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter game here.
Quest giver.
She's a quest giver. She provides you everything that moves you.
Your princess is not in this castle. Please move along.
Right. So we actually get to see a little bit more of her, and I do like that they're stemming the comedy more around. Like, it's not just Wrecker. It's like we got some pretty funny moments with Sid where she's kind of gruff and cold to Omega, and her bar regulars are giving her that side eye. Like, come on, man. She's just a kid. She's like, what?
Yeah, I have to say something because I wasn't here for last 2 or 3 streams, right? Remember when I said maybe she's a female clone of Django? Like, way back.
Yeah.
I win.
The thing is, we knew she was a clone. That's the thing. But what we didn't know was that she's kind of a sister of Boba in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Imagine that family reunion.
You know what I like about this episode? Actually, about this series? I like that in every episode that we're seeing here on Ord Mantell, we see the 2 irregulars, the Weequay and the Thorian.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I really enjoy for some reason.
Comic relief.
They're always there, no matter how Sid treats them like crap or whatever. They're always there. It's their bar, and that's it.
They're regulars.
Really reminds me of the regulars here in our country. Like, they're very, very regular when it comes to drinking.
They don't
miss out, that's for sure.
The dark side is the pathway to many abilities.
Like over here, you have some people. If you want to see him, whenever, just go to the bar. They visit all the time. That's it.
Man of culture.
Yes.
Like how Raxus looked a alarming amount like Earth.
Definitely from the space shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it reminds me of? Is it the planet Voss from SWTOR?
Mm-hmm.
You know why?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of the this specifically this here.
I love
Because
this.
everything is orange over there.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
love
guys,
this.
played it.
Well, that's awkward.
Awkward silence, but yes.
Yeah, it's always awkward when we start talking at the same time. Feels that way. And then everyone just shuts up.
Yes.
Manners go out the window.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be skipping this very fast. You guys add anything you want because I have nothing to say.
I actually love the conversation between the Bad Batch itself. Like, we're helping separatists. No, we're not.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that completely. It seems like Echo's programming is,
Kicking in.
pushing it.
I mean, he
Although-
was the guy who was tortured by them for years.
Yeah, but it's a bit stupid that he suddenly just forgets about it in the episode. Yet he disagrees with him about 3 times before he just forgets about it. And it's
Good
fine.
soldiers follow orders.
Yeah, maybe he finally gets a soft spot for them.
The legends.
You guys remember the scene where they had the popcorn and Echo was smelling it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was.
I almost choked, goddamn.
Okay, this
Don't
here is
drink
a
and laugh.
fabulous shot.
It looks like medieval Europe.
It does in a way. Like a futuristic medieval Europe.
Come and visit.
Like it?
Always nice to see a occupation.
God, yeah. Oh,
There
wait,
it is.
the camera.
Oh,
Camera I talked about.
yeah. I like how they have analog cameras that look a lot like the cameras that we would have here.
It is just
Yeah.
so out of place.
Nah, I love it.
That looks like the head of what's the droid of Cal Kestis?
B1? No, what is it?
BD8.
B1 battle droid.
That's literally the head of that droid.
Hmm.
Turned into a camera, as far as I can see. Yeah, the animation style really shines in this episode, specifically because it's daytime and all the colors in the city. And I mean, just look at it; it looks gorgeous when you look at
Uh-huh.
it. Yeah, there it is.
Frame it.
For some reason, this red pot here looks like a fruit, like the one as the Jogan fruit from Rebels, just in red.
It looks more like an apple to me.
Oh, speaking of, I like that in the beginning of the episode they have that nice little finishing of the mission popcorn candy thing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to
Keep
try
like
that.
the tradition. And plus, they're keeping the tab open.
Yeah.
And using droids as bait.
Basically, Wrecker and Omega is the reason why they're broke.
Yeah,
Yes.
They can't stop buying that popcorn.
I can relate.
By the way, who do you, this protocol droid, who does it remind you of?
I don't know.
I am C-3PO.
Ron Legacy.
No, C-3PO. It's
Oh,
annoying as
yeah.
hell.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Well, these kind of droids have been around forever. Like
Yeah, they're both annoying.
we had this model in Return of the Jedi a couple of times. I'm pretty sure we saw one in the Jawa's Sandcrawler.
Yes,
we
there
did
was
episode
one.
4.
One at least
Although it
there.
looked very weird over there. It's like a goblin face or whatever. I don't know why.
Oh, by the way, when you mention it, it does look like a mask from Spider-Man, Green Goblin from the OG movies from 2000.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the shape of it, the head. Also in SWTOR we had those butler droids on the ship, if you guys remember.
I remember the
Old
assassin.
Republic C-3PO.
Oh,
yeah, I
that.
think I'm trying. It's been a while since I played SWTOR.
The first thing when someone mentions Quetzal, I remember the assassin droid from Revan.
Also, they're releasing a new expansion, by the way. Have you guys heard of
really?
that?
What's it called?
What's it going to be about?
It has something to do. It actually has a lot to do with Malgus, as far as I can see. And
Oh,
they're
so-
going back to the Dantooine Jedi Enclave.
Nice.
Did you say they're going the right
Cool.
way?
Yeah.
You know, I wonder where Malgus goes to get his dental work done.
The thing is, does he even have a face under that, or is he like Malik?
No, he just lost his chin, right?
Revan actually picked it up.
Actually, it never specifically said what he lost, just that his face was so damaged that he needs a respirator to breathe.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
what it
wrong character. I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about
But Malik, for example, he doesn't have his jaw at all.
yeah, Revan took it in the duel.
That honestly, imagine seeing that on screen, like Revan getting pissed and simply taking off half of his face with his lightsaber and swing.
That'd be so edgy.
Yeah, that would be like great relationship there. He's definitely going to betray him eventually.
Oh, by
Just
the way, did anyone keep up with the guy who is animating KOTOR game? Like,
yeah,
short
I'm watching that.
episodes?
That looks awesome.
I can't wait for the episodes. I mean, I know the story. I played the game so many times, but I just can't wait to watch it like in that quality.
Have
Yeah,
you
I know
guys
what you mean.
watched the animated Dark Empire series?
Yes.
I've seen bits and pieces.
Yes. I
No,
mean,
that
just
was badass.
to be on the
He
same
did a
page,
really good job.
that was 2D animation, right? With TIE fighters and X-Wings, right?
Oop, I might be back.
Ah, that, yeah,
All the
definitely.
Devastators and
That
everything.
was amazing. That's amazing.
You know, I recently started playing Empire at War for the first time, which is a shame. And in 2 weeks, I hit about 50 hours of playing it. I modded it a few days ago, and I'm so hooked. It's unbelievably good. Especially the cinematic battle sequences that you can make with it is outstanding, honestly.
I came back to Battlefront 2 only because of mods.
Because of what?
Mods. Skill mods.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. No, those games are made to be played as mods, honestly.
Yeah, you just keep coming back.
All of Star Wars games, not just Star Wars, games in general. After you play them like for some time, you get bored. But then when you find something cool like mods for them, you just can't stop playing them.
Okay, I'm just going to skip this. Nothing much to it, honestly.
Chess tournament.
Seriously, though, it's awkward when we're all shutting up about it because there's nothing to say about the episode when you look at it. I'm just going to go this way.
Well, it's just that kind of an episode, I guess.
Yeah. Technically, all of this is just action. Some AT-AT stuff. What I liked about it is that we get to see more of the ATT on the inside and the hatch here on the left side of it. The triangle hatch, which is cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like a BTR.
Yeah.
Secret
But when you look
passage
at it,
is
everything
cool.
is a lot less interesting in the Empire when you know, design-wise.
The secret passage was cool.
Yeah, I guess. Wrecker really feels like Scorch here. With that.
I mean, I guess that's the
And they
whole
can
point.
shoot. The clones are the ones who were actually supposed to be good at gaming, but they're shooting at stormtroopers.
Okay, go back one shot.
When it climbed onto the walker. Wait, where is it?
Yeah, right here. Just a hair back. Just a hair back. Yeah,
It's humping the walker.
Yeah, under the walker, the hump walker shot. Okay. This shot proves to illustrate my point about the detail of design in this show. Look at underneath the walker and how much detail they give that animation. They didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
They could have just made it a very generic, solid animation piece. They could have just made it one big, long, solid piece. And they did that in Clone Wars and in Rebels. This show, like, look at this.
Yeah,
they go all
I agree. Did the walker actually climb over this one? I can't remember specifically. Like fully, did it climb over it completely?
I think it gets to on top of it. Yeah.
Did.
That's actually impressive, and we haven't seen a lot of that stuff apart from when they climbed to the monastery, which was really wasn't that a surprise to all of you in the Clone Wars movie?
It was awesome.
I've never seen anything like it. I actually saw someone make a Lego mock of it, which was amazing. Just the ATT of that size on climbing a mountain.
Up the mountain I go.
They utilized the ATTs very well in the Clone Wars series. And also in the Republic Heroes game, if you remember as well, was it Alzok 3 when they also climbed the walls.
Wait, Republic Heroes. God damn, I can't remember the game.
I don't know. I'm always into the. I like the vehicle lore and stuff like that. So
I can't remember the game. Sorry.
It's the Clone Wars game, like literally the Star Wars: The Clone Wars game, 2008.
That. I hate that game.
Yeah. They also climbed the like the ice wall.
Yeah, I remember. I hated that game so much.
You know what tech needs?
It was fucking hard.
You know what tech needs? You remember that shoulder blaster that Bill Burr's character has in The Mandalorian?
Oh yeah.
He needs that because he's not a heavy combatant. He's
not
a
anymore
tech.
at least.
Yeah, he's a tech, right? Now he can hold his own in a fight, but if he's like focusing on getting some repairs done on a walker just from a data pad, that'd be really useful. A little shoulder cannon.
I'm still waiting for them to give him an actual robotic arm because the toys have about 3 or 4 versions of what he can put on his arm.
Yeah, he
but
really needs
over here. It just feels empty with that. It looks like a spike. That's basically it. You're just gonna stab someone with the drill. It feels empty to me. He needs an arm, honestly.
Yeah, he needs an arm more than he needs that.
Yeah, I think we talked about it like earlier in previous live streams. Like he's downgraded greatly here in comparison to being an ARC trooper.
Yeah,
like in the Citadel arc with Fives and Echo as ARC troopers, they really felt elite in the way they moved.
Mm-hmm.
At least to me, and the way they would throw detonators and everything. They really felt elite in comparison to the others and the regular clones. And he doesn't feel like that anymore.
Yeah, I really want Echo to stay
This
on
is a
this
special
planet.
task force, so I would see why he wouldn't feel as much like that.
They need to be a bit more special, honestly. Episode 1 did it greatly, but they're losing their touch, at least that's what it feels like to me.
Well, there is no big war anymore. And they're not on the front lines every second. So
also, I've noticed one criticism of this series. They're still firing the stun shots.
Because they don't want to kill any of their clone brothers.
You remember
for how long is that going to last?
That's a good question.
No, do you remember the episode where they
go on.
In the episode where they actually went to ship graveyard, they actually fired not stun but kill.
Yeah, it all depends, I guess, on the situation. But then again, I just don't want it to be like Rebels, where they focus on, stunning them more than they on the killing.
It can work, but
Rebels,
I think they didn't want to kill their clone brothers. What's with you?
The annoying thing about Rebels to me was every time Ezra faces a stormtrooper. Well, not every time, but like let's say 80% of the time, he just kicks him or stuns him in some way, despite him having a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Not in
That's
season.
what really pissed me off in the series.
Yeah, what's
there.
really missing in Rebels
Season
is some like
3.
Force Unleashed type shit where he just goes all out and starts chopping pieces.
They actually did that in the beginning of season 3, and then they put him back like on the light side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. The first episode of season 3, Ezra actually takes down the stormtroopers with his lightsaber and the force push and everything. But in season 4, he's deflecting the blaster shots and simply jumps and kicks him in the head and knocks him down. And multiple times he does that, and it's stupid as hell. And what I'm wondering with this series here is the Bad Batch constantly going to be using stun shots and clones? When is it going to be too much for them to give a shit?
Yeah,
because the Empire.
When more and more human recruits come along, I think they will stop using stun.
I guess.
I think that may be one of the BB's philosophical character growths, right? Because they're already having to come to grips with, there's no Republic side, there's no Separatist side anymore. It's everybody against the Empire. If you're not for the Empire, you're against the Empire. And they're dealing with that in this episode by rescuing a Separatist leader who seems like a pretty good guy. Like right here, he has that moment of crisis where he's like, no, I have to stay and fight for my people. Like I can't abandon them. And I think they respect that. So they're like, no, look, come on. You have to come with us. You have to fight another day. They'll just put you in chains, lock you away in a cell. You're not going to be able to do anything.
You're right. I mean, I think that it's a process for them to accept that maybe their enemies in the Clone Wars weren't their true enemies at all.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still getting used to it, as it seems in this episode, because they always viewed Separatists as the bad guys. Well, in fact, they're going to be their new allies. Especially for Echo. He's taking it really hard in this episode.
Right.
Just by thinking of helping a Separatist. Yet he doesn't realize that the Separatist command structure might have been evil to some point. Not all of them. But the regular people, were not.
Well, I think that's a side commentary you could make about Clone Wars is the leaders of the Separatists weren't necessarily evil, right? Like this guy wasn't evil.
Yeah.
Mina Bonteri wasn't evil. The very few times we get to see like leaders in the Separatist parliament, they're not necessarily evil. So who was evil besides Count Dooku and Sidious? It was the corporations. It was the businesses, the Techno Union Corporate Alliance, the Commerce Guild. Like those were all the really big villains.
When you look at it, even the Kaminoans were. They're also a corporation in a way.
Yeah, 100%.
And all under the control of the puppet master who's playing both sides.
Yep.
How George would call him the devil.
Yeah, he called him literally Satan. He's the reflection of him in Star Wars. The ultimate evil, which is a good metaphor, honestly. Works for him. I think the Clone Wars did Sidious better than the movies.
No.
Specifically because of season 5 and season 6, you truly see his manipulation throughout the Clone Wars. Which
That is
really
true on one part, but episode 1 and 2 and 3, it shows Palpatine Sidious, everyone, I'm Emperor. It shows him so much, like plotting and doing everything.
Yeah, but what I always had a problem with Sidious in a way, despite him being one of the best parts in episode 3, isn't he a bit cringy at sometimes? Unlimited power. That's just a very cliche thing to yell out while you're killing someone with power.
That is true, but
in the Clone Wars, he didn't do cringy stuff. He was simply
1 second. Imagine this. You're a Sith Lord. You've been waiting for 1,000 years to reveal yourself.
Not him.
I mean, the Sith as a group. And him for since he was 16. He's waiting to release his full anger, full power, everything on the people he hates the most. Or one of the top masters of the order that's been taught, like, that runs the place for thousands of years. He doesn't think, he just wants to act. Wants to make fun of them and play a fool.
Maybe, but still, for me, Sidious worked better when he was not cringy, and when not a badass. But for example, when he goes to Mandalore, he is literally the incarnation of evil in the way he moves, acts, speaks, the sound effects that they put in when he pulls his lightsaber out and everything. You can really feel his evil. You know,
he did the same thing. He did the same thing in the battle with Jedi Masters, but at the end, when he already won, he knows he can beat Windu. He just plays with him because he needs Anakin to turn.
True, although I
he
still
already
like
won. He already sees his victory, so he will try to mock Jedi as much as he can, and just to show Anakin like unlimited power, like the plant even more seeds. Like, hey, I'm the guy who has the power to save the one you love.
Yeah, although he already got him there. Hey guys, I think I just noticed something very weird. Does he have a holographic?
Yeah, that's what it was on about when who asked it? Sci-Fi Unchained, yeah.
That's very weird. That's new, honestly.
I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a really cool way of doing it. The
how does that work? It's not glass, so
it works.
Is that supposed to be a Solo reference?
It is.
Because I hate that reference in Solo. It works.
It just works.
It's disgusting, honestly. In Solo, it works.
One question.
Yeah.
What's happened to chat? Come on, people. Talk of it.
Who cares? Not important. We're talking. That's what it matters. At least. But yeah, that's it on the episode. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. Omega clears their debt.
Oh, yeah, then we have that. I actually hoped that they were going to ignore Omega for the in the episode, because I thought that she was going to go on some shitty side mission and get into some trouble in Ord Mantell. That's what I was thinking when I went them go their separate paths, you know? But it turned out much better.
Yes.
Than some shitty side story.
Yeah, I was expecting that too, but in the end, I was surprised that they didn't do that, which is good.
Mary Sue. You know what's interesting in this shot? You can see the separatist senator in the background. He's just like some random nobody. Well, these random nobodies are in the main shot, and no one just gives a shit. Well, on his planet, he's like a big deal. I don't know. No one even knows who he is. Once again, the regulars are here.
Exactly.
Placing bets, probably.
Way to make a quick buck.
I do like that the only real reason Sid likes having Omega around now is because she knows she can win her money.
Yes.
Yeah. It's so Star Wars.
It's just good business.
The way they put their arms on them when they're playing a game or something.
Right.
It's so real in a way. Like, you can do it. I can win the bet. Do it. You can bet if this guy was a chess, he would have won. Some reason they always feel much more intelligent than everyone else.
Except Wooher. Actually, not Wooher. What's his name, dude?
Belderek.
Belderek, yeah.
Belderek from Jedi Outcast.
Yes.
The waste disposal manager. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The bartender that Kal Katarn has a talk with. On Arshada. Probably the most stupid.
So many reference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Uncle Wrecker is happy.
I like how Hunter is, and this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the episode. He's stern with her because she isn't exactly keeping a low profile. Everybody else is happy with her, and then they all leave so Hunter and she can have a chat. Wrecker shoulder checks him, like, "Hey, quit being such a jerk."
There?
And he gives him that look. Look at that look.
Yeah, that was weird in a way.
He's like, "Hey, you upset my best friend. I'm gonna switch my inhibitor chick back on. You son of a bitch."
You're in direct violation of Protocol 66.
Well, we all know what happens. We all know what happens when Wrecker snaps and just goes for it.
Oh, by the way, what did you think about adding on the other 66?
On who? What?
Adding on to Order 66.
Adding on in that the Order now includes not just Jedi, but clones that failed to kill the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I think we talked about it.
I don't mind it.
I wasn't here, so talk again.
I don't mind it. I think
Yeah, it's completely fine.
I think it makes sense.
It's actually a nice touch.
Yeah, if they can have a say in what the chip is going to do and program them even further, why not? You know, just look at it at the point of view from Sidious. Like, if he can manipulate them even more to be servants or slaves to him, why not? That's what he does. So yeah. Although now we have the most important part of this episode.
Space
Who wins
jet.
here?
Who will win?
Also, I want to point out that Sid's bar has a very limited selection, it looks like. Because if you look at the top right-hand corner...
Well, it looks like a cover more to me, like it's a cover for a bounty hunter.
It looks like she only has 2 kinds of booze on that shelf.
Yeah, I think there's another shot that shows a bit more in the back. So maybe this is like what people mostly drink, and then in the back you got the more rare, expensive stuff. You know.
Yeah, I can see it actually.
Yeah, slightly.
She's got some orange stuff up there. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got different stuff in there.
Yo, Iron Inquisitor, did we lose you?
You know what I really want to see? I really want to see a visualization of the Bane trilogy, this reminds me a whole lot of that, because in the first Darth Bane book, when he's just Dessel on that mining colony, and he accidentally kills that Republic officer, he has this bartender friend who's a Nemoidian. You wouldn't think of a Nemoidian as a bartender.
Todd again with his
That's interesting.
Yeah. Todd with his
meme. You ask something, Todd. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nemodian are usually rich bastards.
In business people.
Well, maybe this guy didn't have a choice.
Wait, which guy?
The Nemoidian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Maybe he was the runt of the litter.
The Japanese. No, wait. Yeah, they are the Japanese, right? Technically, when we talked about it.
I thought they were more Chinese.
Chinese.
Yeah, because I could see the battle droids being a really easy stand-in for the Chinese Red Army.
Red Army was Russia.
Yeah, but
what do the Chinese call their Red Army? Because they're communist too.
Yeah, they're communist states. To this day, they're actually a national army of people of army of national. No, I don't remember it's Republic or Federation of.
No, it's
China.
okay. Don't
Something
have
like
to
that.
remember.
I can't remember in English.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Who cares?
Who cares, honestly? I don't know.
I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty
You
happy with the Bad Batch so far. Yeah.
Is it better than season 7 of the Clone Wars?
Don't go there.
No, honestly, I think it's fair to compare it to something that came during Disney's time.
Well,
yes, but Clone Wars had 7 seasons behind, you know? It had,
Yeah, but
like,
just
season
compare it
behind.
to season 7.
And movies. Even season 7, it had such a big build-up.
I would say yes, for a
Better
couple of
than Siege of
reasons.
Mandalore.
For a couple of reasons.
Okay, let's hear it.
Those reasons being, we're going to get 16 episodes or 14 episodes instead of, what did season 7 give us? Like 8 or 9?
It gave us, technically, it gave us
12.
8 new episodes because we've already seen the Bad Batch in the unfinished animated style. So it's technically 4.
Right.
No, 8, sorry.
Okay. And 3 of those episodes I didn't really care about with the Martez sisters.
Yeah.
Didn't care about them at all. The only thing that season did was introduce the Bad Batch, which we knew. 12 episodes. Thank you. And give us the quote unquote Siege of Mandalore that didn't take very long. It took like a day. And that was really it. The Bad Batch is giving us like episodes of fulfillment rather than just like 2 or 3 that we got out of the 7th season. And not just that, but we're going to get more of the kind of content that we like.
No,
Like-
I did that.
Have I infected you?
Yeah, you did. You did. That was accidental.
Like, I don't see us having a Martez Sisters episode of Bad Batch.
We already did.
We did.
Who? What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did.
God
It was a
damn it.
nice episode. I like that. I actually like that episode.
See how much I don't care about those characters. I completely forgot the episode they were in.
You're going to see him again. You'll see.
Yeah, that is probably true. That they're probably going to use them more in this series, which is sad.
We need Lux Bonteri in this series.
Yes, we do.
Instead
What
of simply
happens
giving
after
us
that?
Ahsoka
Seriously.
again, we don't need to see Ahsoka as far as I'm concerned. She doesn't have to be in every series,
No.
to be fair. But we should see Lux Bonteri in this series, especially since we saw his homeworld in this episode. He should have something to do with this senator who rebelled.
We need to see Cody.
Yeah, that's the obvious, definitely. He should be the main villain of the season, although it's probably not going to be this one at all. Doubt it.
Maybe next one.
You know, since they released the images for clone Captain Ballast,
Who knows?
Captain Ballast, they released a toy, like a Black Series figure. It's a new clone something, clone Captain.
Can you find
Since
it?
they released it,
That's
I've been
great.
really looking forward to seeing him in the series. And every episode, nope.
But then again, like, how accurate is the toy?
I don't know, but it came in the line with Captain Rex, with the poncho that he had here in the series,
Oh, did it?
with Captain Gray / Commander Gray in the green armor, and the elite squad troopers from the recruited Imperial guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's a full Bad Batch line, so I'm kind of expecting to see him. I don't see a point for them to release a random clone trooper we never saw before if they're not going to put him into the Bad Batch, especially since they're using the logo from the Bad Batch.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So, yeah. It's probably
I
the
don't
thing I'm
know.
looking forward to the most in this season, I think.
Maybe they'll show him at the end of the season or something.
Which I'm kind of thinking they will, but if they do that, it's kind of gonna be nah.
I'm guessing we're going to see Rex one more time, at least, in this
I would
season.
like
we
that.
Need to. We need to.
I want to see Rex like rejoin with Wolf and Gregor.
Oh yeah.
I would like the entire show about that.
But the thing is, I don't think we'll see that in season
Oh, that
one,
is
at least.
true, that is true.
Like, no way.
Yeah, every time season 1 has to be like a vanilla.
Pretty
but
much, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, they're gonna keep expanding up in season 2, but I don't think we'll see anything special in season 1. Well, that is until the season finale, and then I think they'll do something drastic, and then hopefully season 2 does an even better job.
Let's
That
be
being
fair.
said, if
Yep.
this is vanilla, it's some damn good vanilla.
Oh yeah, it's
Like-
It's vanilla with cream, yeah.
Yeah, it's cream bluebell straight from the cow's tit. It's delicious stuff, man.
I mean, the first
And I was
episode
thinking,
is still.
well, can I?
Yeah, go on.
And I was thinking I'm the only one who's getting drunk right now.
Oh. Okay.
I
Anyone
have
else?
competition.
I
Come
didn't
on,
expect
sci-fi.
I really didn't expect that.
What? I mean, the bottle of scotch, it won't drink it itself, so...
So that's why you sound so drunk on the live stream.
I mean, I had to relax for a day after like 2.5 weeks, like studying and all the shits.
Yep. Where's Iron Inquisitor? You there, mate?
Yeah, I haven't heard from him since damn.
Since the beginning.
Seriously.
Maybe he oxidized.
Who knows? Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I have no idea. Yeah, that's it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's it for this one.
I mean, we can talk about whatever right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Let's do it for a few minutes.
So let's do it.
Do
So,
you guys have anything you want to shit talk about?
should talk about.
This diet is terrible.
Why? What's wrong with it? I actually saw the image on Facebook. What's...
No, the diet's actually really good. It's pretty stinking healthy for you.
Broccoli and meat.
The problem is it
this
doesn't
actually
have any
sounds
beer
good.
in it.
I support that message, Dad. And now we're going to sound like goddamn alcoholics over here.
Nah. When I drink for my pleasure, and that's it. I don't
That
drink.
is every day.
I don't drink to get drunk.
Honestly, I've never
Maybe
been
once a year. Maybe once a year just to go like, yeah, fuck it. Let's
Yeah,
do
that
it
is
once
true.
a year.
That is true.
I never get drunk, honestly. And
Ah,
I don't really
come on.
enjoy drinking. I don't enjoy it.
You also don't like weddings.
Yeah, true. I support weddings when it comes to, the family unit or whatever, but I don't really enjoy being there, except when it's eating time.
Why? There's okay, besides the food. Everyone's looking nice. There's dancing.
There's
a-
bridesmaids.
Don't let your
yeah.
girlfriend hear you that everyone's looking nice.
She knows. She knows. She takes me to him.
So she likes you looking at people looking nice.
Yeah,
Or the girls.
because I'm judgmental, and we have fun with it. We like
Oh.
we like looking at somebody that thinks they're hot and totally dragging them down. But
So
like,
you're technically, you're technically a woman in some way.
So you go to weddings to roast people, huh?
yes, it's.
Why do I think they're trying to roast you right now?
I go there to dance, eat all the food, drink all the drink, and roast the hell out of people. It's so
that's-
much fun.
That's
What I did in my last
every
wedding? My last wedding, I went there with my girlfriend, and I was talking to Todd over the phone for like 3 hours straight.
Well, I was here riding my bike for like 30 kilometers.
Multitasking.
You guys
Yeah.
need to go to more enjoyable weddings.
Just give me a sec, guys. My dog's been chasing my cat. Just give me a sec.
Tom and Jerry with the dog.
His dog is doing dog things.
Mm.
Well, mine is just sleeping over here.
What's the weather like over there? Because over here it's been nothing but rain for like weeks.
Oh, lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're lucky because here it's like I'm literally in my underwear for 24/7. That's how hot it is.
Yeah.
And I dropped 5 kilograms in the past week because of the heat. I don't eat anything because I'm not hungry at all. And
I mean, that's a good thing, right?
I drink
it's a
water
good thing
like a
indeed.
goddamn camel.
Although when I go to the gym, it's unbearably hot. Whatever I do.
That's why you boys are so skinny.
Not really.
Who do you think is skinny, eh?
I wish I could drop some fat, honestly.
It'll get it'll get done eventually.
It will
Yeah, but
start. This is.
I mean, I'm working on it. I can see change, and it's going in a good way. So I just got to keep doing what I'm doing right now, and it's gonna be good till the end of the year.
I tell that to myself every summer, and I lose weight and gain muscle every summer. But once the summer ends and the fall kicks in,
and the feasting begins.
I just drop everything, exercising everything. I just drop it, and then wait for the next summer.
Same thing happened on Christmas for me.
Yeah.
I gained literally everything I lost in less than 2 weeks.
I was actually, for me, it was till Easter. I actually lasted till Easter.
Well, did you go to your grandparents? Because I know the Slavic grandparents like to feed their.
No, my
children.
mom did. My mom cooked. So
Every time I go to my grandma's, she's always concerned that I'm hungry.
Yes.
Like, every time.
And even if you're not hungry, then she says the famous lines, "Eat without bread." Is that right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You have to eat. I mean, you can't be a skinny boy. You have to eat.
Have you guys watched the My Big Fat Greek Wedding movie?
Yes.
What?
He's like, "What do you mean you don't eat no meat?" Okay, I make lamb. Okay, I make lamb. Like, what the hell is meat then if lamb is not meat for them? That's how it is here.
So, sci-fi, what are you doing lately?
I'm doing a lot, actually. I'm getting my teacher certification. I'm writing short stories, working on a big Disney World trip with me and my girlfriend and some of her friends.
Looks like it's going to be a roasting paradise for you there.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great. I love it. So I don't know if any of you have ever been to big theme parks, but over here, because for whatever reason, Disney likes to accommodate to very large people. They have these things that I call fat mobiles, where it's these powered little scooters meant for, people that have trouble walking around. Maybe they have some sort of disability or something. And sure, I understand that. But that's not who uses them here. Who uses them here are these giant balloons of people. They look like something that ate Jabba.
I don't want to sound I don't want to sound like an asshole, but
No, you can't.
what's the normal height and weight over there?
The normal height. I know I'm above average for both of those. I think the normal height for a man is. Oh well, I'm gonna use not the metric system, so I don't. Hold on. Because the normal height for a fella.
Would you say 5'9"?
Yeah, 5'9", 5'10". I'm 6'1".
Yeah, I'm 6'1".
Now, for weight wise, I'd say it's probably about. Let's do pounds to kilograms. I'd say it's about 88.45 kilograms is what you would get on average. but then you have this whole other sphere of people that are maybe
Twice the size, huh?
yeah, and none of it is muscle. Like you guys have actually
Oh.
seen
It's
me.
all jelly, huh?
Yeah, you guys have actually seen me. I don't look like I'm 122 kilograms of
Not at
fat.
all, honestly.
Mhm.
I honestly thought that you had about maybe 100 if I have 95.
That's because
Yo,
most
Luke,
of it's
how tall are you, by the way?
Meter and 83 centimeters.
Uh-huh. All right.
So I have no idea how much that is in. It's 183 centimeters.
I'm 189 actually. I'm 6'1" by the American standard with height.
No, I'm 5'9".
So I guess I'm 6.
I just remember that movie. What's it called? Full Metal Jacket. When they go,
Ah,
5'9". I didn't
amazing.
know they stack shit so high.
That's one of the best movies there are.
it's a really
Honestly, just watching him roast everyone and come up with this shit is so satisfying.
It is incredible.
Did you know that guy was actually a sergeant
Mhm.
during the Vietnam War?
Yeah, he was the real deal.
And then later on, he came just to do like help on the script, and he got the part for the movie.
Private Pile. You know, it's weird to find out years later that he plays the Kingpin in Daredevil.
That was weird.
Yeah, like he changed so much.
Yeah.
It's good to see
That was an amazing show.
It's good to see
Daredevil.
that working now.
Can't hear you well.
You're too far away, sci-fi.
Yeah, I think you're a bit too far away from the mic.
I actually loved the Punisher TV show.
Uh-huh.
I'm just sad it was just too short, 2 seasons.
I was saying it's good to see that Gober Pyle's working. I saw him, and it took me a hot second to realize who he was. When I was watching Daredevil, I was like, oh, Private Pyle.
Would you agree that actually the last season of Daredevil was weak? Compared to like
Hold on, is the Daredevil over, or is it going to continue?
yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah,
Actually,
they canceled it after season 3, right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
that's
actually
not
first
bad.
wanted to make it tie into the movies, and then they canceled that, and they rebooted it now with Loki and everyone else.
Mhm.
So, by the way,
Canceled
is
Punisher.
Punisher as well, the same thing, and that was an amazing show.
Why was he canceled, though?
All of their shows were canceled that year.
Yeah,
I mean, the ones based in Hell's Kitchen.
yeah,
Not
all
just them.
the,
Johnny Cage is from Mortal Kombat. Luke Cage, then Iron Fist, Daredevil, Punisher. All of those shows were canceled.
And Jessica Jones, yeah. I honestly didn't watch the others because just...
I watched Daredevil, Punisher, and Iron Fist. I actually love the comedy in Iron Fist.
Honestly, Punisher was badass, especially in that prison scene.
yeah, Punisher was really cool.
John Brenthal, is that his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's by far the best Punisher that I've seen.
He looks so much like comic books Punisher, and they acts like him.
Yeah. Huge badass.
Do you know what's actually a good show as well? Hero, but first 2 seasons. Then
Yeah,
season
I love
5 and season 5. Like those 3
Season
seasons
5
were
was good for
amazing.
you.
Yeah, season 5 was amazing. They
I don't
brought
know, I
in
loved it until 3 or 4 or whatever.
season 3 was a bit cheap for me because Rachel Gould, or Ra's al Ghul, however you want to call him. I mean, animated show called him Rachel Gould. Some people call him Ra's al Ghul. It
They
just depends
called
on
him both in
information.
the series, if I remember.
Mhm.
Yeah, they call it both. It's just how people say it. Both things are correct. He they just took too much from Batman there. I didn't like that.
Yeah, but let's be fair. Liam Neeson was awesome.
No, Liam Neeson was in Batman Begins.
Yeah, I know, but he was awesome. Like Liam Neeson is just, I don't know, above them all when he plays mentor type characters like that.
I really like that show because of Slade.
Definitely.
Deathstroke.
They did such an amazing spin-off on the Slade story.
Deathstroke was
awesome.
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge fan of the actual actor, Jonathan Bennett, because he played Crixus in the Spartacus series, and he's played in a couple of other things. I don't think
Hobbit.
he was in The Hobbit.
Yeah, he's Azog the Defiler.
Oh,
he voices
that's right. That's right.
But they did such an amazing job with the character. Like, I don't know how much you people know about DC Comics in general. The original story of Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, was he was, I think, in Korean War, Vietnam, or something like that. And he came back and said he wanted to go for experimental treatment for the U.S. Army. Then he became a super soldier. And then when he had kids, his wife shot him, and that's how he lost an eye. And he could never regenerate the eye because of trauma, because his kids were like him. And he actually loses his son to the organization called, I forgot the name of the organization. But then it's shown that his other son is actually working for that organization.
You know, when I think of Slade Wilson, I don't know who came out first. Was it Deadpool or Deathstroke?
No, Slade, Deathstroke. Deadpool was
It's interesting because they look very similar to some point.
Do you know why?
Why?
The same artist who drew Deathstroke was actually offered to work over there at Marvel, and he made.
So he made a rip-off.
He made way more different than Slade.
And also the name Slade Wilson and Wade Wilson.
Wade Wilson. Mm-hmm.
I always saw the similarities there, honestly. Although when you look at it, Thanos looks quite a lot like, well, in a way, like Darkseid.
I mean, DC was always the house that brought very better comic book stories. Marvel has good stories in comic books, like all together over all the years that they're existing. But compared to DC in the comic book realm, they can't compete. In movies, Marvel has better movies because, let's be honest, the Justice League universe, it kind of didn't do so well, but DC did open the doors to superhero movies with Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises.
Too bad we didn't see more of Joker from the Dark Knight trilogy.
The actor died. That's the sad part.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think that'll be it on the stream. Huh? Want to end it now?
Sure.
Why not? Why
Sure,
not?
Yeah. Okay. Todd, you want to do your thing, as you always do?
That's what it's called right now? My thing, huh?
Yeah, your thing. Do the thing.
Yeah, it's your thing.
All right. Do my thing. I'll do my thing.
Do
Well,
the,
I just want to thank you guys for watching and everyone who's been here. That includes you guys as well on the stream, and we hope to see you in the next one.
And the links are in the description below for all of you.
They are indeed.
Follow them.
So check us out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Live long and prosper, my friends, and may the force be with us all.
Till the next time.